Thank you for viewing Adventures of Charlie and Lynn. This adventure is year 2021 in Cades Cove Smoky Mountains, Tennessee in the month of November. It is about a 15-hour trip from Clearwater, Florida to Cades Cove, Tennessee. I break it up into 2 days as shown on the map. Lynn and I walk the site together before she gets into the driver's seat with her walkie-talkie. I become the spotter with the second walkie-talkie. Lynn backs in and we check the RV for level. Using a 24-inch carpenter level, we set the driver's side slightly high, which compensates for the slide out when extended. This site required the passenger side of the RV to come up 6 blocks high. I used the Anderson leveler to climb up the 6 blocks and then chalk the tires with the X-Chalk on both sets of tires. The X-Chalks are awesome. They secure the tires from any movement, which is critical when elevated. Next, I adjust the jack up or down in front so that the front is slightly high. Cades Cove is primitive camping, which means there's no power, no water, and no sewer at the site. I set up to 230-watt solar panels from ZAMP to charge the 12-volt batteries. Inside the travel trailer, Lynn has checked and closed any open cabinet doors or drawers. She has extended the slide out and extended the awning. She's checked the refrigerator for items that may have shifted while in travel. She has checked the bedroom, bathroom, and living room, kitchen areas for any items that may have shifted during travel. She then fixes herself a Diet Coke and me an iced tea, and we begin to relax. We have camped here many times before, so I already know where the potable water and waste dump station location is. We will be here for 13 days, so I will need to fill up our 5-gallon water containers and transport waste to the dump station while we are here. Well, that was easy. The entire setup takes about 45 minutes in good weather. This year's camp out was very special. My son-in-law Dean, my daughter Jennifer, was able to join us for the camp out. Additional campers included Lynn's sister Sharon, Sharon's daughter-in-law Krista, our niece, and Krista's 2 children. They all enjoyed camping in the tent right next to us in 25-degree weather. Are you kidding me? Nope.
Seems to be a lot of laughter going on here. Somebody's laughing here at Cades Cove. Brad.
Our young campers are up early, ready to have breakfast and go sightseeing. These young tent campers are up early and ready for breakfast. After breakfast, we're going sightseeing, looking for bears and deer. Did I mention it was 25 degrees last night? There was ice on the truck and icicles on the mountain walls. Before starting our sightseeing activities, I started my generator and cooked us a nice hot breakfast. Bacon, eggs, grits, and toast, and of course, hot coffee. The big red skillet is great for cooking for large groups. It was a gift from my sister-in-law, Marcia. Thank you, Marcia. It was a beautiful day to be out sightseeing and taking pictures of wildlife and the children. Take note of the bears in the background. It was a lot of fun taking pictures of Krista and the children. What a beautiful picture of Krista and the children, and how nice it is to have the bears in the background.
Touch me, feet. Don't touch my hand. Look up. Oh, look up.
He just did this with his eyes.
Oh, look up. He put his eyes up.
He didn't move his head.
Look at that grin. Look at that grin on his face.
Oh, look up.
Uncle Charlie's making you laugh.
Oh, look up.
Levi and Uncle Charlie.
Touch your hand. Oh, look up.
As you can see by the expressions on our faces, we're all having a great time. Jennifer and Krista get to enjoy some cousin conversation. Grandmother Sharon and Mariah enjoying an old historic site. Sharon is enjoying her coffee on the newly installed bench seat storage area. This was Sharon's idea and is one of the best modifications we've made to the RV since we purchased it. We removed the 2 rocking chairs and installed this bench, which also has storage underneath it. The bench extends from inside wall to inside wall, which would accommodate even the largest person if they wanted to sleep overnight. In addition to it being comfortable for sitting and sleeping, there is huge storage underneath. The cutout at the bottom floor is for electrical access where children can't get at it.
Levi, what are you making? Some eggs? That sounds good.
Some bacon and fish.
All together.
We went fishing. Go fishing. Got the eggs fishing. We're not having caviar. No, not eating caviar. Fish.
After taking a break at the RV, it's back to sightseeing along Cades Cove Loop Road.
Gonna go to the clearing. See the clearing? Here it comes right here.
The cub just sounded out, probably looking for its mother.
Over the truck.
Oh my gosh.
Recording?
Yes. It's over our head. Can you believe it?
It's exciting to see bears and wildlife.
Your granddaddy said that he saw some flashes, and I'm saying where? And Granddaddy says, up in the tree. Can you believe that? We got a bear up in the tree. Raindrops.
We were fortunate to see this many bears in one area. We were able to view these bears from the parking lot of the visitor center.
One's hiding behind the tree. Look at this one just laying here. There's two right there. It looks like that's five. There's five there.
You can see deer in the background. This is the first time that I've seen deer and bear in the same area. Normally when we see a bear, we don't see deer, and when we see deer, we don't see the bear.
There's all five.
Never seen 5 before.
We enjoy coming to Cades Cove and being able to see the bear and the deer, but like I said before, this is the first time that I've seen bear and deer in the same area at the same time. We got up early so that we could get a few pictures with the frost still on the ground. This was one of the few times when the bucks were okay about having their pictures taken. We visited the Sugarland Visitor Center on the North Carolina side of the Smoky Mountains. We were able to film some elk in the nearby field. After viewing the elk for a little while, we returned back to Cades Cove and did the 11-mile loop road. In addition to viewing the wildlife in Cades Cove, you can also walk inside some of the historic buildings of the old homesteads that were there for many, many years. I enjoy touring the old homes, the barns, and the old mills that are still there. Jennifer and Dean allowed us to bring their daughters up here, and we would tour not only the road, but the old houses, the visitor centers, and the gift shops. And then we would go to the campground and get an ice cream cone. That was our tradition. The drive through Cades Cove Loop Road is very beautiful. The view of the Smoky Mountains and the old homesteads is very picturesque. Sometimes the traffic is backed up for several miles at Cades Cove because the cars have stopped to take pictures of the bears or the deer. Another scenic route to take while you're in the Gatlinburg area is Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, right in the heart of Gatlinburg. Along the scenic route, there are streams, waterfalls, and historic homesteads to view. For those who like to hike, there are a lot of trails that you can enjoy. Whenever I'm in the area of Townsend, Pigeon Forge, or Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I make the drive on US 441 Newfound Gap Road from Gatlinburg, Tennessee to Newfound Gap, enjoying the beauty of the scenic overview of the Smoky Mountains. At the Tennessee-North Carolina state line, the view of the Smoky Mountains here is spectacular. Lynn and I have enjoyed the view here on clear sunny days and beautiful moonlit nights when it is snowing. It is a beautiful place to view the Smoky Mountains. Lynn and I almost always continue our drive to Klingman's Dome and enjoy another spectacular view of the Smoky Mountains. Lynn and I continue our drive to the Sugarlands Visitor Center, where we often get to see elk along the side of the highway. Heading into Pigeon Forge in the evening and going through the lit tunnel is a very beautiful sight. I find it interesting how many people beep their horns when they go through the tunnel. The Christmas place in Pigeon Forge is one of the locations my wife goes to find Christmas gifts and Christmas ornaments for the grandchildren. This is a very special occasion when Lynn and our daughter Jennifer can shop together at the Christmas place. And Lynn also gets to spend this time with Sharon, her sister. Driving through Gatlinburg at night allows us to see all the beautiful lights on display. That's it for this adventure. Thank you for viewing. If you would like to be notified of upcoming videos, hit the subscribe button.